Now for a game that's less good, but very amusing for a completely different reason. Ah, here it is. This one definitely has some problems, but I kind of just want a record of this. I think this is also known under a different name, and some of you will know it. I believe this is also called, in some areas, Bloody Wolf. And it has some amazing pseudo-English, so I'm going to just kind of let this stuff go. Now I'm going to die a lot in this because it's very finicky, let's say. Please don't kill the president, we're sending you to rescue. It runs janky. It's got a lot of weapons. You take damage sometimes from things that don't seem like they should damage you. I will, however, say the music's good. This is actually one of my favorite songs in the game, the very first one. So right now all we have is a knife, aside from our gun and our grenades. And all the knife does is let you stab dudes. And here is some English for you. Get you the hot bullets of shotgun to die. Like that, actually. Just thought I'd demonstrate dying. Your character's hitbox is a little weird, and I still haven't quite fully figured out how it works. Which is part of the reason why I'm going to end up credit feeding a ton of money into this. I love that help sound, too. Flamethrower is not a main weapon. It is, in fact, basically better grenades. Also, the yellow dudes explode, and the explosions basically just one-shot you, so don't let those guys get too close to you. And now we're gonna just, as a dude, fight this submarine. Just like Cabal. Except without any cover to work with. Well, I was too close to the explosion. Oddly enough, this submarine is incredibly vulnerable to small arms fire. That seems like a design flaw to me, but what do I know, right? Also, don't fall into that water, because that's instant death. Thank you for the hand grenades. Also, the other thing you can do with your knife is open up boxes by stabbing them. And now we've eaten some food, I can take one more bullet to the face before I get a game over. Also, this dude in the tree is actually kind of important, so let's get rid of that. And to get him, it took me a while to figure this out, you just climb up the tree. But he gives us a key. It will help us, you know, somewhere. Not for a while, though. I will point it out when we get there. Ow. Don't knife the exploding guys, it ends badly. Whoa. Also, this man in armor, we can't kill him with bullets. You can kill him with grenades, but I'm gonna just run up and stab him, because your grenades can also break these boxes. And destroy everything that's inside of them. Okay. It is actually pretty hard to dodge this guy's shots reliably. I also appreciate that your corpse can kill dudes. Except I think the same also happens the other way around. I'm pretty sure if you are too quick on the draw and touch a guy who hasn't fully gone all the way into his death pose yet, you still take damage. Well, his shotgun was no help at all. So last time we fought a submarine, now we're gonna, you know, fight this helicopter. And I have no idea how you're expected to fight this helicopter. Medicine, which is completely worthless because you can't get back a life meter entirely. But now we got some ultra red glasses. Those will be useful much later. And the usefulness is questionable. But they do have a use, I guess, which is more than I can say for one of the other things. Also, now, get ready for a really good decision on the part of our character here. I feel like that's just incorrect on a few levels, but we don't have a gun for the duration of this bit. Better to use knives. Also can't jump in this section. We can throw grenades though, apparently. Too small for gunfight, but not grenades. Alright, flamethrower. And again, in the realm of... these guys were way too prepared for us. Here's a tank that we're just going to shoot with our machine gun until it blows up. And maybe the flamethrower. It's kind of a sweet spot for it, but it's a little tricky, because I'm bad at this game. There we go. That's a little better. The perspective on everything in this doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, I'm not sure how long this gap is supposed to be. We can just, you know, just jump it. Oh, that's apparently not a cave we can go into, and now I'm dead. Whoops. Ladders. Also, you probably can't tell from watching, but the jumping in this is also based on how long you hold the button. But it's real fiddly, so it's awful. Oh hey, remember that key we got from that dude on a tree? If we didn't have that, we couldn't open these up with our knife. I'm not 100% certain how that works, but that's what the key does. Okay, so Flash Bullet is a mistranslation of Flash Bang. And it's a secondary weapon that just makes everybody stop. Also, remember the first boss? Here he is. Hey, buddy. Oop, double kill. Swim fins, another item of value, I guess. Like, it makes you go get them. I don't think you can go down until you pick those up, but I'm not 100%. almost got everybody with one grenade. That wasn't too bad. Aside from all the awful English, there is actually one other thing I really appreciate in this game that comes at the very end, which is the other thing I kind of wanted to show for this awful game. The boss for this stage is gonna kill me like a million times. If you're wondering why I'm not going over to the larger part of the bridge, you can't. There's an invisible wall. Because that's where this guy's gonna be hanging out at. And he shoots a big old gun at you, and I don't know how to dodge that. Mainly because it can hit you anywhere you're standing, but you can only hit him if you're standing up near the top of the bridge. I guess that's how you do it. You just have to time your jump really well, because the jump comes out a solid, like, maybe quarter of a second after you push the button. Okay, so we gotta sneak into that truck outside. Let's go do that. Oh no. There's a guy that stole Guile's hair. They said black. Here's goes bloody sight. So we gotta knife fight this dude. He's not particularly tough. Alright, now with these boxes you want to be real careful. Because if you open more than one at once, you lose out on the items in one of the boxes. The bottom one's the most important, though. The armor seems like it should be useful, but I can't actually tell if it really does anything or not. Like many things in this game, in fact. Oh, that's actually useful. Okay, so here's what the ultra-red goggles do for you. They let you see the lasers. And if you touch them, part of the floor falls out. But you don't need the ultra glasses, because if you just kind of jump through this hallway, you'll get out of the way before the floor falls. Pretty much without fail. And because this game is super quality, our boss is just a pallet swap of the tank. a Palisopala tank that's way more obnoxious. Oh, that's what the body armor does. It makes it so that the explosions don't instantly kill you. Making it actually the most useful item. By a pretty huge margin. So now I've got this marsh. Which, as you may have guessed, is where the slim pins come in handy. Sort of.
Thank you.
I think all the swim fins really do is let you move a little faster in the water. Which isn't super exciting, but it's something, I guess. Also, instead of jumping, you can duck under the water for a short period of time. Which I think lets you dodge bullets. Stab 4 guys at once with my knife. That's fine, right? Yeah, heal me up. And what's in this box? Dropping some frames. Whoops. Internet, stabilize, please. Thank you. I'm also not 100% certain how you're supposed to handle the wall of flamethrower men, because your grenades don't go that far. Oop. Maybe I should just walk over and, like, stab these guys. So this gives you a rosary. I have no idea what this does. At all. None. Doesn't make getting through this awful area any easier, and the boss of this section is also terrible. It's this boat. And the boat constantly spawns dudes, and this guy comes out to shoot at you, and there's also that completely useless dude with a gun over there. The part that makes this boss terrible is that there are so many of these dudes, it gets completely out of hand if you don't keep something of an eye on it. This is a game I never actually saw in person, but when I was just kind of going through random stuff, I got shot after the boss was dead. Thanks, game. I felt like this was something I needed to just kind of make a record of because it's so ridiculous. Also, despite what OGT here just said, as soon as we start climbing, There are, in fact, a ton of dudes parachuting down this cliff to take pot shots at us. And in fact, there are also sentries right here. So I don't know what he was on about. The final boss of this is also something really special. I'm looking forward to getting up there. The stage itself isn't that long, but it is full of really obnoxious stuff. Hey again, buddy. And these guys just thank you. Except for this dude who tells you that the president is nearby.
Thank you.
I guess one of them that didn't speak had a shotgun, too. I walked right into that. That was 100% on me. I need you guys to, stop. There we go. So here's the last boss. Again, something amazingly stupid happens right here. Yeah, he just busted our gun with a boomerang. Somehow. Also, the dude with his hands tied is the president, as you might have guessed. So this guy's a huge jerk and will just kill you a bunch of times, but because he has an instant kill gun, which has just fast enough of a charge up time that's really hard to actually get out of the way. It also has a huge hitbox. Also, hello. I'm glad he killed me as he was dying. So the last thing I appreciate is that, unlike a lot of games where you just kill the dude who has the hostage and, hey, you won, now you gotta actually, you gotta actually rescue the president like you were sent off to do. Luckily, the president is completely immune to bullets and explosions and everything. Unluckily, our gun is still broken. So all we've got is this knife. And this pretty awesome music to escape to. And by escape, I mean die like 30 times trying to walk down this screen. Oh, I'm glad those guys died by walking into me. Look, man, you didn't need a gun. The knife was enough. Yeah, I died like 30 times or so. I have no idea what these two are trying to say at this point. Aside from play two player. You're welcome, Ronald Reagan. Mixman and Dot Man, huh? Huh, I was 5 years old when this game came out. Next duty is waiting, you dudes. The end.